Welcome to another show of All Things Football. This is episode 2. In this edition, we'll be speaking about the past weekend's Premier League results, culminating in the big game of Liverpool ManUtd. There were a couple of interesting results this weekend. Arsenal, again, not winning under Mikel Arteta, drawing at home this time to Sheffield United, as well as Watford getting another point, this time against Spurs. So, Sahil, you watched the games, your views?
Yeah, the Tottenham-Watford game, obviously Spurs clearly missing out on Harry Kane, the prime suspect up front. He's obviously been a big miss for them. And Jose Mourinho's team just can't seem to be, they don't seem to be getting in the goals. They did have the goalkeeper to thank Gazaniga for keeping them in the match. He was actually voted the man of the match in that game as well. And just in speaking of both of those London teams, Arsenal as well, dropping points to Sheffield United. But luckily for those teams, the rest of the teams up on their trail also didn't do well this weekend. So Tottenham probably got away with what you'd say an okay result for them. And I don't think Jose Mourinho would be too disappointed.
That seemed to have been a main thing of the weekend. This teams dropping points, and I see that continued with Man City dropping points at home to Crystal Palace, and Burnley beating Leicester City. So seems to have been a theme this weekend. Imraan, your thoughts now? Is the title race over now that Leicester have dropped points and Man City?
I would assume so, but it's too early to tell at this point in time. As you know, being a Liverpool fan, on 2 other occasions we had an awesome chance to win it, and we miraculously just gave it away. As you can remember, the Slippy G moment, and and then Benitez taking on Ferguson, which you obviously don't do with that type of experience. But with 16 points ahead, I think it is a really good cushion to have at this moment, especially with a full strength, on form, full of confidence Liverpool, going into every game just wiping out, whether it is goals or clean sheets. Liverpool obviously kept 6 or 7 clean sheets in a row, which is fantastic. And I think it's actually looking like Liverpool will take it, but I think let's call it close to, let's say, end of Feb or March to take the title. Or call
I think you guys need to be more confident, and that's probably a big part of it. Before, Liverpool weren't as confident, and I just think there's a different edge to them this season. Even the fans. I mean, I've seen thousands of memes, much more than before. So it looks like you guys have got your confidence, and looks like you're well on your way.
No, I would agree to that. Man City especially showed us last season that they were on a superb run, as did Liverpool. So if they just continue with what they're doing, I think Liverpool will have it by end of March secured and lifting that trophy. I'd never imagined Henderson lifting a Premier League trophy, but what a season he has had. And I can only commend him on his performances and as a captain of the team. Man City and Palace, I was amazingly surprised about the result. I think Man City approached the game really well. I mean, they had about 73% possession throughout the game, especially 14 corners, which showed that they attacked with potency, right? And Crystal Palace just held on. They got lucky. It was also poor defense by KDB, surprisingly, that gave away the goal. And Toussaint, surprisingly, an ex-Everton player, did Liverpool a favour. So that's great. And then you obviously have your Man City faithful, Fernandinho, giving it away in the last minute, which is, as a Liverpool fan, amazing for the title race. So I suggest Man City fight for the top 4, maybe get second prize, just like Liverpool feeling the pain last season.
I think this weekend, my highlight was obviously Newcastle beating Chelsea. I thought we showed a real hunger and willing to fight, and I think that was excellent. And I think the fact that Chelsea gave it a go, but they couldn't break us down. And if you keep a clean sheet or if you're defending well, that keeps you in the game. And you always in the Premier League, you always get a chance or two. And I was delighted when Isaac Hayden put that header away in the final minute. So amazing result. I think Steve Bruce deserves some credit. No one expected him to do this well, especially when he replaced Rafa Benitez. But he's got 29 points, and we're well on our way towards safety. So excellent result for him, and long may it continue. But also, that is obviously not the only big result of the weekend. Liverpool Man United was our main game, and we've got resident Man United fans in this group. So, Sal, do you want to start on your views of that game, how it went, and if you're disappointed or if it's something you actually expected?
Yeah, as you can see, our other panel member, Ahmed, is actually not here. He's actually gone into hiding. He's through his throat. No, I think rightfully all Man United fans are, they're just disappointed more than angry. The players, I think they go out there and they put in the effort, but I just don't think the club is run well enough from top to bottom to be achieving in those kind of games. I don't think, even if we had gotten a result, we could have really put any concrete, we couldn't have really said, we did really well against Liverpool and it's something to build on. We really can't build on what we've got at the moment. And honestly, like the team that's out there at the moment, they don't have what it takes to compete with Liverpool. I'm going to say that as it is.
Sahil, what do you take from Keane and Kara had a go at each other, suggesting that Ole needs time? What's your take on that?
As you can see, I'm wearing the old Man United kit, the glory days. And you know what? I think Oleg, he's not really the problem. I think he's obviously a yes man. He sucks up probably to the board. But if I was Ole and I was in his shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing in order to keep my job. I mean, I don't think if he does what Mourinho has done and goes up against the board, probably just going to get fired. So, I mean, he came from a relatively unknown team in Norway to landed a big job. What are you going to do? You're going to obviously just try and play your cards right. So in order to keep your job. So I think that's what he's doing. And he's trying to play that role between being, a legend at the club and also trying to please the board. And it's a tough role to play. I personally think he can stay. It's not really his fault, but United's board need to bring in the correct signings, and that's obviously when I say board, I'm specifically referring to Mr. Ed Woodward. He is just someone that I would like to see the back of very soon.
Good points. Thanks, Al.
Imraan, your views on the game itself? Do you think Liverpool approached it correctly, or do you think that they probably expected more from Man United? How did the game go for you?
I think if you watch Klopp's press conferences, you will know that he only plays one way, unless he has to change his formation. He also called out Man United and Ole for playing the way that they should play. Stop being scared. Come to Anfield and play some football. I think Man United had enough chances, especially with a Marshall chance and a few others. I think. Pereira as well, yes. So they had a handful. But I just feel on the day Man United weren't good enough going into the game. And it's just a testament to how good Liverpool are. If they're not scoring a lot of goals, they're keeping clean sheets at the back. So I suggested a 3-0 whopping. I was almost right.
It's close.
It was close, so the game ended 2-0, which was way better for any fan.
Thanks, guys, for your views. So that brings us to the end of episode 2 of All Things Football. We've got some games this coming Tuesday and Wednesday as well, so more Premier League action, and we'll give you a review of that later in the week. We've also got a La Liga expert who we hope to bring in as well. So we're going to try and broaden our horizons in our future episodes, so do look out for that. Imraan, you might have a last word to say.
Thanks, Wasim. So, as you all know, Liverpool's top of the log, so it's only fair to say that Liverpool owned this game week and every other game week since the start of the season. So until next week, boom.